about to not be a surprise in a minute.
Margaret.
I knew we'd need Kleenex. Stand by me, Margaret. It's Daisy time. Isn't this fun? Hey, I got something in here even better. I got official Daisy Kleenex. Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we're here to do the Daisy Award this morning, and I know some of you, sure, go ahead. Some of you have heard about Daisy, but I'll tell a little bit just for Margaret's family and for those of you that maybe haven't heard the story. So the Daisy Award is an award that was started back in the early 2000s by the Patrick Barnes family. Patrick was a young man who was 33. He was a father, husband, and he passed away after a 6-week lengthy illness with complications from IDP. And he was in the hospital in Seattle, and during that 6-week time that Patrick was so sick, his family was so touched by the care that the nurses provided to Patrick. They expected them to be clinical and technical and smart, but they were so touched by the compassion. And so after Patrick died, the family tells the story that they got together one night over a liquid dinner and said, what can we do to honor the nurses in Seattle? So they came up with the Daisy Award, Diseases Attacking the Autoimmune System. And they thought it would be a local award that would stay in Seattle to honor Seattle nurses, but it is now over 10,000 hospitals, over 18,000 nurses have been honored. And today we're honoring Margaret. Why, Nancy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Margaret was nominated by a colleague and a family, and so I'm going to read what the colleague said about her first, if I can get through it. And that colleague,
Margaret has Kleenex.
yeah, it says, Margaret always does a great job with our bereaved families, and this shows the impact she makes on their lives. She is willing to share her experience of her own fetal loss of her baby Joe. And they quickly form a bond, knowing she knows what they are feeling and experiencing. And this is from a family. It says, Dear Margaret, today is our baby's due date, July 12th. Many weeks ago, you spent the day with us on February 18th. We were very blessed to have you as our nurse, and I know you were picked for us that sad day. We appreciate all you did for us. There are no words to express our gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing your own personal story with us. I think about you and baby Joe often. You are now a part of our story, and you will always be close to our hearts. Thank you for taking such good care of us. On that day, you talked about your love of traveling. We wanted to give you something with the travel theme, so I found this quote online and put something together for you. We hope it inspires you to keep taking those cross-country bus trips. Thank you again. With love, the Jerome family. Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Very good. Sometimes the hardships we go through make us the best nurses, don't they? Thank you for being the Daisy nurse, Margaret. Thank you. Thank you. Well, not only do you get the special honor today, but Daisy comes with gifts. So let's take a look at these. So you're going to have a banner that's going to be hanging right there with your name on it. And you have the Kleenex. Kleenex is partnered with Daisy. And you have a pin that you should wear proudly to say that you're a Daisy nurse. You've got your daisies, and then I bet we have cinnamon rolls somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So the connection with the cinnamon rolls is that when Patrick still could eat a little bit, his dad came in one day with one of those big gooey cinnamon rolls, you know, so good. And Dad was going to eat it for himself, and Patrick said, "Ooh, I think I'll have a bite of that," and proceeded to eat the whole thing. So then he asked his dad to bring in cinnamon rolls for the nurses and Patrick every day that he could still eat. And so we honor you with cinnamon rolls, and then here, I think is the best part of the Daisy Award, other than the recipient. This is a statue called the Healer's Touch. These are handmade by artists in Zimbabwe, and Daisy has partnered with these artists, and your artist has signed it on the back. And the healers are very important in their culture, so they are so honored to do this for Daisy, and it also feeds the family of about 14 different families in Zimbabwe, that very impoverished nation. So there's a little website on the Daisy site that shows how these are made, and if it ever gets scratched, you can stick it in the oven. and just take it right out of there. So, anything you'd like to say, Margaret, but thank you again for all that you do.
Big surprise.
Yes, it's a big surprise.
And thank you guys for coming. It's always very special when the family can come, so thank you very much.
We'll get some pictures.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. This is from the residents.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dave. Wow. Thank you. Oh, yes. Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah.
Great honor for you, Margaret.
Oh, thank you very much.
So everybody eat cinnamon rolls because Margaret and I and a bunch of people are going to take some pictures. So you help yourself down. So you're having